I'm going to go through another album art dissection with you guys where I go through how exactly I made this album art cover. This was the first and actually still is the only one that I've done completely on my own, all by myself, without spending any money on it. So for this song, the idea that I wanted was like a story in the clouds, like your head is in the clouds. I was really trying to make it like a dreamy sort of environment, which I knew was going to be difficult. So what I had to do to get this picture, this was the hardest picture I've ever had to take, honestly, with how I had to do it. So I basically had two black pillowcases and laid them on the ground, and put this album journal on the floor, opened it to a random page. This is the cover. This is the journal that I keep all of my like lyrics and album art ideas in. And so I wanted it to be used for this, but I couldn't actually write in it. So that comes in as a issue later that I had. So I had to angle this camera with like proper lighting and everything. The photo ended up looking like this. This is the one that I chose. I took a lot of different ones, but this one had the best lighting and the best angle, I thought. So yeah, and I do obsess over small shit like that. So edited the crap out of this photo to make it look way darker so that you can't tell that there's carpet around my pillowcases and all that stuff. So then I used Canva for the rest of it. I uploaded it into Canva, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to show you the process of that, but if I'm able to show you any like maybe intermediate clips of me editing it, then I'll include them here. But once I uploaded it into Canva, I essentially had to find the right clouds that I wanted and just started layering clouds all over the place to cover up the carpet and to make it look like it is in the clouds. So I did a lot of like color editing and saturation and all of that kind of things on top of the cloud layers. It was a lot of work. It took me way too long. The other problem that I ran into was that I wanted the title to look like handwritten, but I couldn't actually write it into the book because I want the book and I use the book. So I didn't want that on a random page in my own journal. So I had to find a good font that was like sort of looked like it was handwritten, because I wanted it to look like fancy cursive handwriting and not just like normal handwriting. So that's why I chose this font, and I had to play with it a lot to get the sizing right and everything. This is a lot of details that you guys don't really need, but that's why this cover photo took so long for me to finish. I basically just plastered text on and text boxes in there in Canva and then exported the whole thing. And I think that was it, because after exporting from Canva, that this is the end result. If that interests you, that is how I made this cover art and didn't have to spend any money on it. And go listen to it if you haven't already heard it.